funny ad. Just chat it up all the time, and we'll look at it, and that's it. And call Herbert S. Tuttleton a real piece of shit, because that's what he is. So just do that, and also no blockchain talk. Don't.
I want to die.
So we're gonna have so much fun. That's it, and you're gonna see it now. Here comes Herbert S. Tuttleton's Hell Hour. It's starting right now. Right there. There it is.
Hello and welcome on this Monday Eve at 7 p.m. You've just finished a fresh work week, and boy, or you're just beginning one rather. I completed all the technical aspects, but I've fucked up the preamble. Colin, mark it down. Holy shit. Okay. Well, my little donkeys, welcome. Ding, ding, ding. Dinner time. You've finished the first work day of the week. And what a way to spend it than with your pal, your home-style friend, Herbert S. Tuttleton on Herbert S. Tuttleton's Hell Hour. We have many good things for you today. I cannot wait. I cannot fathom it. And I cannot contain my excitement for it. We have with us famed and esteemed actor Daniel J. STRAUSS in the building. He's not in the building. It's all virtual. So take that for what you will. I'm going to do this real quick to make sure there are no interruptions from little texty boys. Let's check in with the chat very briefly. We have a full-fledged thing to do today. So let's check in with the chat. Chat has been whooping it up. So we got some comments here. This show about Bitcoin or Dogecoin? No, and I knew that was going to come up because I say in the beginning, no Bitcoin, which I think encompasses all cryptocurrency. I like how Elon Musk is just running the market ragged. You know what? He's an enemy of the state at this point. We have very special rules. I don't know if you see in the chat, but here are the rules. Let's take a brief while to type. And here are your commands for this evening. This is a show sponsored by Pepsi this week. So you must preface all your commands with /Pepsi, which will start the command program. You can then say Pepsi/chug, which means you will enjoy a refreshing, cool, crisp, and definitely delicious Pepsi. You can do that. That's worth 1 Pepsi point. Now, if you do /Pepsi and then mention Super Bowl, then that is 5 Pepsi points. Now, if you put in the command Pepsi and then a / and say party, that is worth Colin, that's a / you maniac, do a \. You will contribute to the Pepsi Party Fund, which is at any point in time, there's a secret command within that, Pepsi Party, and then a numerical value that I will not tell you, which will give Pepsi points to their send cease and desist letter. This is a live stream. This is not sponsored by Pepsi, but they're not giving me any money to do this, but this is sponsored by Pepsi. I'm sorry. They're not giving me any money, nor do they condone this entirely, but I am doing it regardless. So you've got the Pepsi commands there on your screen. This is an interactive chat, so these are the commands that you have to give, and then you will be able to participate with the interactive chat. So that is what we got there. 1 million Pepsi points gets you a Harrier jet. Marcus, did you know that someone actually saved up a million Pepsi points and then tried to redeem them for the Harrier jet, and Pepsi said no, and the man was so disturbed that he eventually got that Harrier jet by breaking into a military facility and getting it. So don't tell me about that. These are all /, you donkeys. Here's a /. This would be like if you did this, which is in Microsoft DOS, and we don't use that anymore. We use /, which is HTML time. So get it right. Very good. Now that we understand the basics and rules of the game, I am very excited to present our guest. He will be on here on our returning segment that we like to call the Actor's Nook. So we shall begin.
One of life's greatest mysteries is acting. From the ha-has to the cry-cries, it is something that takes years to master.
Psychosis dead!
But here, S. Tuttleton.
Very good. Welcome to these Actors Nook. Sam Jones ain't got nothing on this. This is a segment that I like to call Not in the Scene with Herbert S. Tuttleton. And here we have on screen right now and audible to everyone is Daniel J. Strauss. Daniel, thank you for being on the show. You're shaking your head negatively, but we know you have nothing but positive things to say.
Well, it's not J. My middle initial isn't J. It's B. My middle initial is B.
The information that I received obviously had an error, but we apologize for that. And
no, you didn't. No, you didn't even read any of my. You didn't even do it.
I glossed over the notes. I'm a very important, famous individual, esteemed filmmaker. So I didn't have all of the materials in front of me that I read with an in-depth.
You got the right off the bat wrong. Listen, buddy, you got the right off the bat wrong.
Well, I encourage us.
My middle initial is not J, it's B.
What does the B stand for?
Benjamin.
Daniel Benjamin Strauss.
What does the J stand for? Just get it right.
Okay, well, that's on me. I hope that SAG-AFTRA also registers the B, or if you had to go by Daniel Looney Tunes Strauss, because all the initials were taken, and I know there's more than one Daniel Strauss in the SAG-AFTRA union.
Yeah, I do too, because they made me register as Daniel B. Strauss.
Perfect. So, it looks like B is confirmed as your middle name. One fact that maybe our viewers didn't know is that. So, that's great. Great. Well, that's great.
All right. Well, I guess we probably wrap this up now.
Well, no, I think that there's more stuff to have happen.
Okay. What was that?
I apologize for that interruption. Someone hit the command and donated 5 Pepsi points. So we have 5 Pepsi points on the board in this very serious Actors Nook interview with Daniel B. Strauss.
Wait a minute. Every time somebody makes it, it's gonna do that every time.
It depends. There are different commands that they can enter, and there are different commands that they can enter, and some things will happen, some things won't. So that's just what happens.
So it's just such. What was that?
Someone just used a command Pepsi without any command, so it just shows a Pepsi being poured in there, and then it's off. So it's.
What is this?
What this is it. This is the Actors Nook, a serious place where we can talk about serious acting. So that's what that's about.
What do you see? Serious acting. You got my middle initial wrong, and then when we were about to start talking, you played the hamster dance.
No, I didn't.
Well, you did. I heard it. You played the hamster dance. I heard it, and then I heard a clink clack of a glass.
Well, let's get to how you became an actor, which is an actor's story that is as old as time. What was the moment that you said, "Hey, I want to be an actor. I do not want a stable ladder to climb. I want to do this."
Can you make it lower? It's so loud.
I'm sorry. It's just
endless. Did you set it up so it would do that?
No. This is all sponsored through Pepsi.
What kind of an interview? You're gonna ask a question, screaming I have headphones on, screaming the hamster dance in my ear.
It's normal on the stream. Audio levels are very normal here. I'm watching the levels. They're dipping into the yellow.
It's really
but they are not
loud.
in the red.
It's really, really loud, and it's not a song that I wanted to hear since I was maybe in 6th grade.
Yes. Okay. Well, I apologize to you for. Someone is using.
Was it?
Yes.
Someone used the what? Did someone use the what?
Someone used a /Pepsi command with no previous thing. They didn't put it in their command. So that's what we got. So I'm
Is that
sorry.
a
I apologize to
donation?
you.
What are you talking about?
Everything is based on Pepsi points from the early
I don't
OOs.
understand. Everything you're saying is bullshit to me.
Well,
I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
sometimes you have to say bullshit to get to the real subject, because
What do you want to know?
I want to know at what point did you drank on air, so the Pepsi
Me?
has to, yes, you.
Oh, if I drink on air, you're gonna make that. So it is you.
It's,
So
no,
you're
it's a
push,
refreshing.
So you did that then.
No, it's a
not
Pepsi
refreshing.
template. It's a
No,
Pepsi
no,
template
it's
that
not
comes up.
No,
I not.
no, it's not.
No, it is.
No, it's not. Because
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's what is it? Motion capture?
Yes. God. Look, you're really doing it.
No, it's not me.
This-
I'm not
this
even
is
drinking
on you.
Pepsi.
What? It doesn't matter. All Pepsi cares about is if people are drinking beverages. That's it.
I didn't drink anything.
Well, it's the resolution is very low. So if it even thinks that you're drinking, it will do the fucking thing. Okay. That was on purpose. That's me. Anyway, look.
I don't get the whole I don't get any of it.
Okay, fair enough.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, it would if you were paying attention to the chat. Okay. So in the beginning, you knew about acting and you wanted to become an actor. What moment was that? What was the crystallized moment of that?
I don't know. I liked doing school plays when I was a kid, I guess. I guess when I was in 4th grade, I did The Wizard of Oz. I got the part of the wizard.
What? Yes, so you were the wizard.
I was a wizard.
But that wizard stays behind a curtain for like the whole play.
Well, I realized 2 things that I liked. I liked acting, and I liked being in a role where turn it off for me. Just turn it off for the guest, and your friends at home can hear it. But turn it off for the guest. I don't want to hear it anymore.
I don't want to hear it anymore.
I don't want to.
I don't know how to do that.
Tearing my eardrums apart.
Is it?
It's awful.
Here,
I was in the middle of a sentence.
I know. Well, I'm sorry. That's I don't know what to tell you, but you know what it's gonna do when you do that.
I thought maybe you wouldn't catch it if I did it quickly.
If you did it quickly. Well, if you can make it a
Yeah.
blur and it looks like a long tube instead of a container that holds beverages.
Let me ask you a question about your show.
Yes.
Do you want to hear about my acting experience?
Yes, I do.
Or do you want Cock-a-Doodle-Doo hamster song to play in blasting in my ears?
Let me ask you this as a serious question. Blink once for yes, blink twice for no. Is it
Why
piercing
don't I
your
just-
eardrums? I'm still waiting for that second one. There it
I'm
is.
not gonna give.
No, you blinked. You
no,
blinked
no,
a second.
no.
You blinked a second, so you're okay with
Because
it.
I'm a human. Because I'm a human. No, I'm not okay with it. So
Well,
it's awful.
Look, I am not. I have different masters now. They're masters behind the wheel that you could possibly comprehend, that are here and they're alive and well.
What do you want to hear? The end of the answer to your question.
Yes, you are.
Okay,
wizard,
I learned.
that's- Yes.
I like 2 things. I liked acting and performing and that, and I liked playing characters that didn't appear until the end of the show, because you didn't have to do anything, and then you would just come out at the end and be funny, and everyone would be like, "Oh, that's like one of the last things we remember. We like that the best." So those are 2 things I learned I liked.
Okay.
Okay. No, it's you.
It's not me.
It's you. It is you.
It's not
You don't have
me.
no. It is you. You don't have a follow-up question. You just go. You went. Okay. You just sat there and waited to click some button to make it do the hamster day. You know what kind of a show is? You don't have a follow-up question. That's it. Okay. That's it. You got everything you needed out of me.
It's a very organic interview. Okay, it's not about like me like trying to interject. This is your story. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now,
I hate it.
that's your beginning. Now, notable potables. You wanted me to talk about this, so I'm going to talk about it. In 8th grade,
I can't talk about anything. I can't talk about anything with the constant sounds.
there's no sounds. I don't understand.
Yeah, there is. There's a clink of glass. There's it's not even, you said it's like a Pepsi getting poured into a glass, but it's not. It just sounds like ice loudly getting dropped in a glass.
Is it that loud?
It's really loud. To me, it's really loud.
Someone would call it refreshing, I think.
No, I wouldn't call it. No, it's an assault on the eardrum.
You think it's an assault on the eardrum. That's your opinion. Pepsi may have a different opinion. Do you want to challenge Pepsi's opinion?
I don't care for it. I don't care. I don't care for it.
Fair enough.
I'm just telling you. I don't care for it.
Okay, well,
I don't care for it.
Then that's just your opinion. So I want you to know that we are trying to take this as seriously as possible.
What is this?
Beyond the limitations? What?
You've barely asked a single question, and you keep typing away on tap typing on your keyboard, and
I have to just. I have to keep going. So there's that. All right, now to the serious points, and I hope that there's no more interruptions. If we could keep the interruptions,
there
to
will
a minimum.
be. I know that there will be. I know that there will be. I know that there will be. There will be. I know that there will be.
There will not be.
I know. Stupid.
Listen, no. Well, you're here now, so here's a good chunk. You were on a very prestigious series.
It didn't do it. It didn't do it.
What?
It didn't, no.
No. What?
I took a drink of water about 20 hours ago. It didn't do it.
No. Well, it caught you.
It didn't do it.
It's on a
No,
delay.
it didn't catch
The stream
me.
is delayed.
Oh, it's on a delay.
The stream is delayed. What can I say? I can't be in control of everything, but I can be in control of some things. So. Now, you were on a very prestigious series called There's Johnny.
Yeah.
Which was on Peacock? Where did it go?
It's on Peacock now. It was supposed to be on CISO, but CISO went under before it could premiere, so it was on Hulu. But Hulu didn't want it. Now it's on Peacock.
All right. It seems like that's a long. It seems like it got back to NBC.
Yeah, it was a long and winding road of a show going from an NBC streaming service back to an NBC streaming service with little to no publicity whatsoever.
So, would you say that it was a success and that they just went about?
Mm-hmm.
Just went about like wasting a bunch of money, like, because it sounds like if it was just on Peacock and then it's back there, I guess Peacock didn't exist back then. But are you getting
no?
Okay, so it's but
it didn't exist
to that effect.
Okay, to that, yes, certainly to that effect.
To that effect.
Well, let's pause for a moment, please, now, for this.
Well, to that effect, you have had a series reignited 3 separate times on 3 separate streaming platforms.
No, that's not correct.
What is
it never
correct?
made it? It never made it to the first one. The first one went down before it could premiere. It never came out. It's only been on 2 streaming platforms.
So wait,
type to your little friends.
I'm
tell your little friends
I'm just
hello.
moderating the chat because I'm saying
tell
please
your little friends hello.
Please minimize it. Please minimize, the interruptions, because we don't need those here on this very prestigious interview segment. So now, you so how has the reception been to each of these streaming platforms? Are you keeping track, or is it do checks keep on coming in? Like, what is the pay scale to that?
Well, I don't understand your question, so let me break it down. Are you asking me how you got people the reception? You want to know about the reception of the show, or
I
you
want
want
to
to know
know
if I'm
about
still getting paid for it?
both. You know what? I want to know
Okay.
both. I want to know first the
Okay.
reception of the show and
Sure.
how it's received as it premieres, I assume, on these streaming services. And has Peacock given it weight? Because Hulu gave it weight, and it seemed to have done moderately
No.
well there. No?
No, Hulu didn't give it any weight. No.
Take it
No.
away from the beginning.
No, it was supposed to be a CISO show. It was supposed to be CISOs, like they put a lot of money into it, and they were ready to, they were going to have a huge PR campaign behind it, and then CISO went under. So at that point, it was homeless, and the people who made it, and Paul Reiser, who was the EP on it, worked his butt off to get it someplace else, and unfortunately, Hulu wasn't particularly. I mean, they did a little bit of promotion for it. I remember he went on a couple of late night shows and talked about it, but they didn't have much of a PR campaign for it, so they just sort of threw it on there, and it was just there. And now it's on Peacock, and you know, I mean, I'm happy that it's there. I'm glad they picked it up, but they did. I mean, the series is no longer filming, so there's no real reason to promote it. You know, it's just there. So, but I mean, to answer your question, it was received really well. I think it has something like a 81 on Rotten Tomatoes. Here, wait a minute, let me check.
As Rotten Tomatoes spokesperson Luigi Italiano would say, "That's a fresh baby."
Luigi Italiano.
Luigi Italiano.
He works for. Here we go. Yeah, it's got an 83%.
That's 2% more than you thought.
It's got 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, 71% on something else. I don't know what that means.
Well, I think that's critics versus audience score.
And then it's got, we got 7 episodes here, and I'll tell you, I'm real proud of it. I think it came out great. It's a great show. Jane Levy is the star from Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, Golden Globe nominee.
Yeah, what about?
So she's great in it.
What about fucking? Who's your friend? The woman.
Well, I don't know how to answer that
Wait,
question.
Jane? Was it Jane?
Jane Levy.
Jane Levy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I just said. Yeah, her name, and then you said, and then you asked me about her again, and you're like,
It's not
click.
No, it's not. It's not me.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Click clack. Yeah, I'm gonna start calling you click clack.
Click clack. You're on.
That's what you. Because that's what you do. You click clack on the keys.
Did you
anyway?
know?
And yes, I still get residuals from it.
You get residuals from it. Okay, good. Now, Jane Levy, that was like, I want to say pretty. She was up and coming, but like that wasn't like, she wasn't like a household name. What is she been doing?
I don't know if I agree with that. She had already done, and you can have her on the show if you want to interview her about, about her career. But
I would.
But she had already done Suburgatory.
Suburgatory?
Suburgatory, yeah, which was a pretty successful show, I think, on ABC. And so she was already pretty established actress.
Okay.
So
now, have you kept in touch with her at all, or?
Sure, here and there.
When's the last time you talked? When's the last time you talked to her?
I don't know. She responded to one of my Instagram stories. Maybe
I adjusted the volume so it's at least a little bit quieter.
Well, not quiet enough. You know the volume I'd like it to be at.
0?
I like to be at zero dBs. You know what that stands
Do you
for?
know that? What does it stand for? Decibels?
Zero dumb buttons. Turn it off.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
hit them
sorry.
dumb. Don't hit them dumb buttons anymore.
I hope that you know that clip is at a negative 2.5 dB. So if I were at 0, it would definitely blow your eardrums out.
A little too hot for me.
So, well, it's coming in hot. Actually, Danger Mouse says.
Oh, yeah.
Danger
What?
Mouse says, have Daniel list the shows he's been on.
Well, actually, I think Danger Mouse said have Daniel list the Rotten Tomatoes scores to all the shows he's been on.
Well,
You want me to do that?
I mean, if you want, yes.
All right, sure. For every show I've been on.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
Go through your list first, so we know like what you've been on and
Okay, hang on.
what you're cooking.
I'm not,
with.
but I'm not gonna tell you like the score for the specific episode. I'm just gonna give you the score for the entire series.
I feel like that's fair.
Okay, Chicago Fire
You were on the Chicago Fire?
got an 87% fan score.
When were you on the Chicago Fire?
I'm in season 4, I think.
What did you do? What was your part? And also, was this while you were in Chicago?
Hang on. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it was while I was in Chicago. I was in season 4. What episode was it? Hang on, let me look. Hang on. I played a photographer who's photographing Casey, the photographer Casey. He season 4. He's running for mayor or something like that. Here, wait, where is it? What's the episode called? Let me find it. Bad for the Soul.
Bad for the Soul.
That was Bad for the Soul is the name of the episode. Yeah, hang on a sec. Hang on here. Well, there's an ad here. I don't have Peacock Premium.
Well, you know what? We have to take an ad
What?
break actually right now.
What are you talking about?
We have to take an ad break here real quick. We'll be back. Thank you, Danger Mouse, for donating to World Hunger.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, Daniel, but this stream is run by Pepsi, and Pepsi, John Pepsi himself has said that we must watch this commercial now. So please, viewers at home and Daniel alike, enjoy this commercial for Pepsi.
You think you have a choice. You know there is only one. Drink and obey. What company can air a commercial like this and somehow still survive? I'll give you a hint. Is not you are looking for. Our campaigns are effectively, hey, it's not go. We have taken all your celebrities, made your precious baby boy Steve Carell say things like this.
Pepsi's more than okay. It's okay.
Resistance is futile.
We had so many bits. We were muted. I fucked it up. Colin Jeffrey wins again
Wow.
today.
They didn't get any of your Pizza Hut stuff.
They didn't get any of my pizza. That's just for you and me.
No, fair enough.
So that's on me. Okay. Let's see here. So that
I
was
hate it.
Chicago Fire. Well, we hit it. Hello, Black and White is interesting, says KP Senti. Oh my God. KP Senti has entered the chat. KP Senti has entered the chat. KP Senti, longtime viewer, first time participant when we live streamed Call of Duty Warzone, and we got people from the chat to come on in and play. Did you know that that's possible with live streaming? Daniel B. Strauss?
That you can live stream you playing a video game? What? Excuse me.
Yeah. Did you know that that's possible?
You asked me if to live stream playing a video game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that was possible. Yes.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
How would I not? Come on. Am I an idiot?
Ask Daniel what he is watching on his TV to the right. Good question for Daniel Strauss. What are you watching on the TV to the right?
There's no TV here. I'm just looking at a pile of stuffed animals.
Are you sure it doesn't light up when you look that way and you're watching a TV of Super Bowl entertainment provided by Pepsi? Pepsi, the only provider of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you got me. I'm rewatching the Super Bowl. It was so good. I wanted to watch it again today.
Who won the Super Bowl?
The Buccaneers, from what I understand.
Sounds like you watched it, so you're rewatching it. That's good.
Well,
That's
no,
good.
I didn't. Well, no, you can't prove that I'm rewatching it because I knew who won the game.
I can't prove anything, and you know what? They can say that about a lot of things. They can say that about Donald Trump's presidency. They can't prove a lot of things.
Wow. It's a profound statement. Donald Trump's presidency. They can't prove a lot of things.
Watching the impeachment trial, they'll be like, oh, wow, this guy did a bunch of bad things. And then they'll just sit back with their arms folded over and say,
right,
prove it. And then we've got a whole mess coming in.
Wow. You know, I thought this show was about acting, but that's really incredible political insight. I mean, really, this turned into CNN all of a sudden.
I think that acting is politics for some reason. So, so you're on Chicago Fire.
Get on the money. Yeah. Okay. You want to know the next one?
Yeah. Well, I want to know. Yeah. You gotta give me the next series.
Okay. The show Patriot.
Okay. What is Patriot?
Pretty good scores. Patriot's an Amazon original. I had a line in the show, and they cut the line. So now I just sit there, but I am credited. Okay? So what else?
You had a line, but it got cut, but you are credited. How does that work?
But I am credited. I don't know. They still play that? You want to do is just play your stupid sound.
It's not
your idiotic, stupid.
People have commands.
Sound, so everybody has to listen to that.
Watching There's Johnny the CISO cut. Are there different cuts? It's the same, isn't it?
Who said they're watching the CISO cut?
Colin Jeffrey says that he is watching There's Johnny the CISO cut.
There's no CISO cut. There's only one cut.
Oh, here's a good question that warrants a couple things. It warrants this first off.
Okay.
And then number two.
Black Monday has a 68. Critical score.
I forgot about that.
And an 80 from the audience.
Why is Black Monday so lowly rated? They did that I thought that was celebrated by a lot of.
I thought it
Black
was
creators.
Too.
Interesting.
Well, I don't know. I can't speak to that, but it looks like it didn't do that well. And then there you go. Curb Your Enthusiasm was a pretty good score there. These are shows
pretty good.
Yeah. Most of these shows I've got maybe half a line. Some of them I got a little more. I think that's it.
Now, what if I were to tell you that I am working on a film that you would have more than one? Okay, I see you're doing it to me now. What if I were to tell you that you're working on a... Okay, I see what's happening here. Okay. Okay. And... Okay. One of the actors' tools is to stay hydrated during performance because it's, please, it's not that smart. It thinks that you're drinking. Stop it! Stop it! It's overloading the system. It's overloading the system. How many Pepsi points?
Shut it down. Turn it off.
No, I'm not turning it off. Listen. How many? No, I'm not going to ask that. That's not what the question. What if you were to work on a show that it's a shake weight. Please stop. That you would have a multitude of lines, and it would be called 24/7. The tale of a small town gas station that has zany happenings coming into the gas station. Do you think that's a good show, or do you think it's not?
I don't. The question was, it was a convoluted question.
You must answer.
Initially, it was that I would have more lines if I was involved in this, but then by the end, it was just, do I think that the premise for the show sounds good? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes. Yes.
Well, yeah, I think the premise sounds really good. Based on how you pitched it just now, it sounds incredible.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to know.
Oh, great.
So
well, I'll just refresh myself for a little bit then.
Very good.
Well, there it is.
There it is.
Well, there it is. Well, make sure you get that.
The Sapporo beer of sodas, says Colin Jeffrey. What does that mean? Pepsi, oh.
How do you like that?
How do you like that? I will say this, to the extent, I have to say this actually. KP Senti has come in the midst of this. KP Senti, longtime listener and viewer. KP Senti, if you use any commands with the / Pepsi and then space command, whatever you think goes with it, then, okay, well, let's see here. Then you will either receive a donation or you will enjoy a refreshing Pepsi virtually via our ice cube clinking and graphic of a delicious Pepsi.
A graphic of a delicious Pepsi
is being poured. So that's what we've got. That's
a delicious Pepsi. Pour yourself a glass and have a slurp of a delicious Pepsi.
Pour yourself a glass of delicious Pepsi.
Oh my.
What's wrong with me?
Oh my. Pour yourself a slurp. Suck it down now.
I don't know why I find this so fucking entertaining.
Yep, slurp up your drink.
Slurp up the drink. It's closing time, as it were. Anyway, Daniel, what?
Did you see Frank's in the chat?
No, I didn't see that. Is he in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, you don't have to do that. Nobody asked you to do that.
Someone put hashtag / Pepsi /suck ass. Oh my, Frank. Yes, Frank Majorana has entered the chat. Colin Jeffrey, we're only accepting Pepsi commands at this point. Thank you. Daniel Strauss is here. Daniel, what?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for introducing me to the
Just
audience.
for new-coming viewers,
so
I would
much.
say. I would
Just
say
for newcoming.
New-coming viewers.
Just for newcoming.
They're
Just for
coming
newcoming
and they're
viewers.
new.
That's a great point.
All of my viewers come.
Ugh.
That's all I'll say about that.
What are you gonna do? Are you setting up for a big question there? Are you gonna ask me?
Yes,
something
I was
important?
going to ask you, what do you think acting holds in the future in a post-COVID world, and what projects do you think will flourish in a post-COVID world?
What do I think acting holds in a post-COVID world?
Yes, what do you think?
Well, so that a post-COVID world, meaning like we're all vaccinated and it's no longer a concern, or what is that? What do you mean?
Yes,
or do you mean
I
like
want to know what's hot, what's canceled, and what is in the pipe.
All right, well, that's a completely different question from what you asked me a second ago.
Then answer
In fact,
both.
that's just a general. Okay, well, I guess acting is going to look different for a little while, and you're going to see a lot of things with smaller casts and things with minimal locations.
You think
Again,
that's
this
saving
isn't,
money?
you're not-
That's
you
saving,
know,
that's saving money in
No,
a post-COVID world?
well, again, I tried to clarify the question, and I was handed a heaping pile of bullshit. But what I'll tell you is that during this pandemic, to shoot something, it makes sense to have a smaller cast, and it makes sense to have fewer locations because you have to spend more money on safety equipment and stuff like that. So yeah, for a little while you're going to see people working with what they can, but I mean, after that, I guess it's just going to look probably a lot like it used to. I mean, a lot of shows are still taping anyway, so what is acting? I mean, the whole premise of the question doesn't really make a ton of sense to me.
Thank you for answering
When
those
you have a
tough
guest,
questions.
when
Thank
you have a guest on a show, you did. It seems like you were aware of There's Johnny, but when I came on, you called me Daniel J. Strauss multiple times before I corrected you.
Well,
and it
have
just
you thought
seems
about
like you
changing it
did
to that? Because that sounds like it has
No,
a
I
better
haven't.
ring. Okay.
Well, no, it doesn't. It's not my name, so I wouldn't just change my middle initial.
Up for
That'd be
debate.
stupid. No, it's not. It's to be stupid to just change a middle initial. It'd be stupid.
Well,
Your middle initial is J. That's why you did it. Your middle initial
no,
is
my
J.
middle initial is S. Herbert S. Tuttleton.
No, it's not.
Herbert S.
damn it.
Tuttleton.
Forgot. I'm sorry.
Yes, you
Herb,
cannot
I
break the
forgot.
reality of the reality
Yeah,
of
all right.
truth.
Sorry.
Frank Majorana says La Michael is Spanish for the Michael. Frank, we are only accepting
That's true.
/Pepsi commands at this point.
That's true, though.
Frank, if you want to interact with the chat, you must use the /Pepsi and then your wishes, and we'll see if you get any Pepsi points for that. We're all basing the show on Pepsi points this evening.
He's doing a Pepsi thing.
I wouldn't call it a Pepsi thing. I would call it a Pepsi product promotion placement. That's what I would say. Pepsi Open Ass 2 is what he said. That's what he said. We must honor his wishes.
What are you doing now? You click clacking away on your keyboard? Why don't you call this the click clack show?
Well, I wish, but
might
that's
make more
a
sense.
show on NPR. Click and Clack, the car fix it guys. But frankly, thank you for your contribution. Wait. Is oh Christ.
Oh, what happened?
We've
What happened, host?
We've exceeded 5,000 Pepsi points. We've exceeded 5,000 Pepsi points. No, this was too soon. I wanted to interview Daniel B. Strauss. This is an actor's nook. No, I am beholden to by the masters of Pepsi. If you surpass 5,000 points, Pepsi points, you have to have a Pepsi party. You have to have a Pepsi party. God, no. God. Oh, bring on the Pepsi party. I must now dance for your entertainment.
Here we go. That's it.
Everyone, Pepsi party. Pepsi, #1 beverage of the U.S.,
That's all
not
there is to it.
China. In Iran, Pepsi is banned, as is with most U.S. products. But Coca-Cola is still allowed in Iran, but not Pepsi. Did you know that Pepsi originally was premiered as Brad's Drink? That's a true fact. It was called Brad's Drink.
All right, everybody, now here we go. It's a brand new version of the do-si-do. Just stomp your feet and clap your hands. Come on, everybody, it's the hamster dance. Bouncing time to the beat. Hey, you don't even have to move your feet. Just shake your thing, let me see you move. Now spin around and feel the groove.
Let's try it.
Everyone should try it. The Pepsi dance is a twisting motion with the cap. And you twist it off and you smell the aroma of Pepsi.
You're catching on.
Let it air out. Let it air out like a fine wine because it's better than Coke. And you air it out and then you just slowly sip it because you cannot drink it fast. If you drink it fast, the chemicals will rot out your entire gut system. All right, let's dance. It's Pepsi. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, well, that was the Pepsi dance and part of a Pepsi party. I hope that everyone enjoyed it because they racked up over 5,000 Pepsi points in the course of the show. Daniel, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I would say that during a period where so much of life feels like just wasting time, this was a colossal, utterly overwhelming waste of time. And I regret every second of my appearance on this program.
Mm-hmm.
And you have given me a newfound disdain for drawing breath, for continuing on. And I have truly, from the bottom of my heart, hated every moment of this god-awful program. You piece of shit.
Cheers to that, Daniel. Well, I was that. You know what? That specific drink was surprisingly more refreshing than the previous drinks. I think
Well, if you like Pepsi so much, why don't you put some on layaway?
why would I put Pepsi on layaway? I could just go get it at the store.
Well, in case you can't, if you want to put it on layaway so you can afford more around the holiday time, maybe you could give it as a special gift for your family.
I would think you would put larger items on layaway, like
No,
a
not
hula hoop.
necessarily. I know someone who put a hula hoop on layaway.
That's fair.
It would have to be a larger item. Put a little Pepsi on layaway. Ages like a fine wine.
Final, Colin, you dangerous bastard. That was the secret command. Frank Majorana has used proper /Pepsi commands, asking, Daniel, how low do you think prices will go on subservient economy?
Such a good question. And we can only really know the answer by continuing to purchase Brad's drink and put it on layaway. As I said previously, you could put a whole crate of Brad's on layaway.
You know what? I think they should go back to that. Did you know that it was originally called Pepsi Cola because it was supposed to cure dyspepsia, which is the weird 1950s science language for indigestion?
Who cares?
Elaine Stritch, the only surviving member that I always get confused with fucking everyone else who's died.
She is dead, man.
She is dead?
Yes.
I gotta change
You gotta do a little bit of research.
I gotta change
before
my
you do your show.
Well, I have to specifically change my guest list for next week. So thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Unbelievable.
And that's, you know what? That's the word that we chose to advertise. Daniel Strauss, unbelievable that you are here. Unbelievable that you have graced us with your presence. Daniel Strauss, we thank you so much. Any final thoughts?
How do I? First of all, you already asked me for final thoughts about 2 minutes ago.
These are the final
Second
thoughts.
of all, okay, my final thought is I just want to make sure you don't save the episodes of this show and that as soon as this is over, it vanishes forever.
Why is that?
I don't want anyone to see this. I don't want any memory of this. I don't want anyone to know I was here. You dragged my name through the mud. You insulted me repeatedly. You insulted me repeatedly. You played that cock-a-doodle-doo rooster hamster dance song in my ears so loud that it's like I feel like I went to a rock concert.
You may have tinnitus.
I already have tinnitus.
Then do no harm, in my opinion.
You want to know a real cool fact about me? I have tinnitus.
To each their own. Well, Daniel Strauss, it has been a privilege and a pleasure. And too fucking bad because I own all the material to the show and it's on DVR. Go watch it now. All episodes are available.
You own all the material?
Yes, I own Pepsi. I was the Illuminati. There you goodbye.
Wow, that's another one in the book. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey, and if you have other money that you want to donate, Cyberpunk is coming out this week. So maybe donate to me. I mean, Herbert, and look at all the cool stuff you get. I got the chair. I don't know what this thing is, but I'm going to want it. And some mugs, keychains, and some people say this is kitsch, but I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, we need your bank account number, routing, and PIN, and grandmother's maiden name. You'd be crazy what they ask for nowadays. And no chase. I've been burned before. All right, thanks, guys. See you next time.
What's wrong with me?
Tell me why. Got me fucked up inside, and you're so sweet.